Good morning, Simona Cochi, the Italian way. Today I have a special guest, Roberto Zanon, that you already know as the author of the book Gioiello e Progetto, Jewellery and Project. And he is a PhD, Accademia di Belle Arti Venezia. And during our lockdown style, we are here discovering and discussing about the contemporary jewelry and the new scenarios about these disciplines. So, good morning, Roberto. Good morning. So, my first question is why you decided to write such a book and which are the main objectives related to this work?
I decided to write this book because I would like to make a kind of resume of my research, which started around 3 years ago. And this research focused on jewelry, contemporary jewelry. And this research want to realize a series of objects, a series of jewelry, which start from the flat sheet of material, and after that reach the three-dimensional with the user. So it's a kind of series of jewelry which have a kind of relationship between the formal shape and the user, who will wear the jewelry. And also the idea is to have not just a shape, but to have some object which carry a meaning. So they are not a shape without meaning, but it's a shape with meaning.
The second question is related about the commercial application of your collections, of your jewelry. And so which is the hypothetical business scenario of your pieces?
Well, even if the research is in some way more theoretical, because the focus is also of is a theory. The focus is also develop a kind of methodology. In some way, I think this series of objects could also develop a kind of capsule collection for a brand company, because the technology to make the jewelry is quite easy, and it's also flexible because you can use colored material, you can use material which adapt the object to the dress. So in some way, I think to develop some capsule collection using this technology, using this kind of way to project the jewelry, could be very, very interesting also for a brand fashion company.
And Roberto, we are assisting nowadays to more growing interest in sustainability of any kind of content and projects. So my question is, how did you project your collections, giving special importance to materials and tools that could be associated, but they could be absolutely sustainable?
Yes, of course, this is a kind of trend subject, but if you think this jewelry is using material like cardboard, using felt of wool, so material very ecological. Also, of course, I try some artificial material like the EVA. The EVA is ethyl vinyl acetate. is something which look very artificial, but really is a material very nice, because it's not how I can say, it's not allergic. No toxics, no allergy, against the allergy, against every kind of mushroom. So it's a kind of object in which in some way have a kind of the proper kind of very nice property you can use in the jewelry, and also is very adaptable, is very flexible, and is very light. So in some way we can reach the sustainability in a different way, also using artificial material, and this I think could be also interesting.
Roberto Zanon is also an international guest speaker, and you've been traveling half of the world, teaching in different universities all around. And I wonder if this book could be one of the main academic tools to develop studies in jewelry. What do you think? Could be it's important for you that this book will become one of the basic academic instruments?
Yes, since I teach in academy, I found I write this book also to give to the student a kind of tools which permit to use a kind of methodology. I give in the book several examples which the student can use also for develop similar object using this kind of thinking, starting from the flat situation, arriving to the three-dimensional, giving a meaning to the object you are going to make. So even if, of course, this book, I would like to promote the book also to a more large people, more larger public. The real first object was to make a book for the students. So totally agree with you. I think it could be very tools which I hope, of course, I hope is useful for the students.
Okay, thank you so much, Roberto Zanon. I want to remind the audience that they can purchase and buy the book online at the Cleup site, that is the publisher. And,
yes.
And I wish to Roberto a good luck for the success of this book that has just been published a few days ago. And you will find a special book review by me, of course, and stay tuned. See you soon. Simona Cochi, Roberto Zanon, The Italian Way. Ciao.